Hello everyone, Mark here, Mark's Max Muscle, and today we are finally going to look at Dennis Wolf versus Iain Valliere. One guy in particular requested this time and time again. I have put this one on the poll, I think, for the last couple of weeks, and the winning video did not get up to the right amount of thumbs ups, so I thought, this is it, I'm just not going to do this video. And then I thought to myself, yeah, I'm just going to do it. So Dennis Wolf, 2013, 2021, Texas Pro champion, Iain Valliere. Should have been Andrew Jacked. Then he would have won all the Texas Pros, right? Either way, guys, here's the front double. And I hate to start this one off with such a terrible picture for Iain Valliere. And it is pretty much a write-off. And it is disappointing, but trust me, the rest of the pictures for Iain Valliere, pretty good. You can actually make a pretty good judgment on this. But having said that, this was always a weaker shot, I think, for Iain. He just didn't hit it. He never hit it. You had to go to the lineup pictures like this, and they're not the best. So if he had have actually hit the pose in his mandatory shots, I think it would have been better. But Dennis Wolf, I mean, look at those quads. Iain had some quads too. That's why I'm so saying that these pictures suck. So go to the front lat spread, and now we can actually start to judge this one. I would guess that Dennis would get the front double, but not by much. Not by much. And in the front lat spread as well, but not by much. Not by much. Iain, as you guys know, I call him Iain. He has some big mounty bumps for quads as well. Are they up to Dennis Wolf standards? Keep in mind, guys, Dennis Wolf, biggest quads of all times. In comparison with his waistline, I have to throw that in there. Some big wide-waisted guys, probably bigger quads. But having said that, look at the X-frame on both. I think Iain Valliere, his conditioning, second to none. What's funny, and you guys know exactly what's funny. They have the exact same calves. Same shock. Here's a side chest. Foolishness. Get serious for a minute. Side chest development. I can hear you guys now, but Mark's Max Muscle, you missized it. Iain Valliere is 5'11". Dennis Wolf is 5'11". No. Bad. No. Dennis Wolf's taller. I think he lied about his height. No, I don't know. But I would say there's a very good chance that Dennis Wolf was like 6 feet tall. Maybe even more. He got away with lying. He towered over guys that were, Sean Road and things of that nature. But having said that, doesn't really matter, does it? Because Wolfie Wolf, he is bending at the knees. Properlies, Louis Marco reference. So it makes him shorter, and Iain, more of the style of the time, of more modern times. A lot more guys are going straight-legged for their far leg. But back in Dennis Wolf's day, they were all crouching down. I mean, if that had kept going, guys, where would we be now? Where would we be? On the floor, for goodness sakes? You can only go but so far. But still, Dennis, he's awesome. Upper body. Iain's good too, guys. Look at those quads. Admit it, this is one of his stronger poses. Side tricep. It seems like these guys have similar genetics. And I went a little too far with it. Doing the Kevin Lavroni and the Ramon Dino. The same type of genetics. But you gotta think, training, different, dieting's gonna be all different. So the genetics of these two dudes seems to be similar. It really does. And that's the front and the side. What about the back? If it is the same genetics, which is not a bad argument at all. Like Dennis did some different training for his back, more deadlifts, maybe. I don't know. His traps are bigger. Could be that his genetics are different altogether as far as the back muscles are concerned. But in both situations, they have kind of the same lat insertions. You can kind of see Iain's creeping up a little bit more, and Dennis's did. As the years went on, they did creep up a little bit more. Now, glutes, striated glutes. Iain has it where Dennis didn't. Dennis has some good separation in the quads. Now, as far as conditioning is concerned, we're using pictures so they look the same. You'd have to be live. You'd have to see these two dudes on the same stage. If it's that close in pictures, might not be that close in person. So sometimes you can tell, sometimes you can't be too sure. Here's the both arms Louis. The rear double, sorry. My long-term fans know exactly what I mean. The two arms Louis, look at both arms. You'll never get this chance again. Yeah, Dennis and Iain, I think, had the same type of battle towards guys with big, thick lat insertions. In both cases, they're competing against the best of the very best. And Dennis, he's winning this battle, I would suggest. Keep in mind, conditioning, glutes, things of that nature. Iain Valliere. It's Iain. He's Canadian. That's why he's Iain. We're Canadian. The abs and thigh. What can you say? Dennis Wolf, slight distension, the midsection, things of that nature. It sounds terrible. In a day-to-day life, that stuff doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. Looks, they don't matter. This is bodybuilding, and it matters as far as your placings are concerned. So both of these guys, they're not the best in terms of ab genetics, things of that nature. But that doesn't mean they're bad people. I hope everybody understands that. So some of the bodybuilders that don't, a lot of them do, but some of them don't get it. Placing them low. What are you saying? I'm a bad person? That's not what it means. Here's the most muscular. For instance, then I'm not saying, hey, this is Dennis from 2007. Kind of an operation is this? Oh, get it. Kind of an operation is this? Yeah, but you can see Dennis, a thicker set of pecs, more filled out set of pecs. But like I said, this is the wrong version. Here's 2013, in the crab position for both guys. But Dennis Wolf, those pecs, the point that I was trying to make here for the last minute or so, he might be an axe murderer, and Iain Valliere might donate money to charity. But in actuality, Dennis is not an axe murderer, and Iain probably doesn't give to cherry trees. They're both good guys. They're both decent guys. But my point is, even if he is an axe murderer and Iain's a cherry tree giver, you can still say, well, Dennis has better pecs. He does. They're more filled out. So, it's bodybuilding. Sounds cruel, sounds mean. They're both winning on the calves in this matchup. First and first. Telling you that, Jack. So Dennis Wolf, he had a few more goodies, more complete. Maybe even a bigger set of quads, which is mind-blowing when you think about how big Iain is in that aspect. And maybe a slightly better back. Iain, he could hold his head up high and say, I'm more conditioned, eh? That's what it takes to be a tough Canadian. Don't let him get you crying, huh? I'm just joking. Iain doesn't sound like that, and I'm Canadian too, and I don't sound like that when I put on my fake persona, Marks Max Muscle. I don't, but my real life accent, I do kind of just sound like this. That car, you guys hear that car? Just drove by my house, man. It was just giving her. Have a great one, guys.